That's the cruelty of football. And when you live, eat, breathe, sleep this sport, and it's your job attached to it, it's heartbreaking. But, we've all had, matches like this where we had no business tying the game. It's another game, again, 2 in a row in particular, where we doubled the opponent in shots, and I thought we should have had at least 4 or 5 goals based on not just the shots, but the actual chance. And it never really felt like they threatened us much at all, and yet they find 2 goals. So it's a heartbreaker.
You guys have found goals recently, but it's been the other end now. And I know you've missed guys, but you get Josh back today, but to give up that late one, I mean, defensively, just how it's kind of turned on its head a little bit, has it not?
I think we've been a bit unlucky. I mean, when you're looking at, and I know you guys love analytics, and I do as well, right? But when you look at the analytics and you look at expected goals the last 2 games, we're not giving up good looks. We're not getting broken down. Like I said, we doubled the opponent's shots 2 games in a row. You should win. When you double the opponent's shots, you should win. Of course, this sport you're gonna have anomalies where you don't. But we're defending well as a team. We're not giving up clear looks. And I didn't think they had much at all. And I thought we had more chances than any game we've had all year. We should have scored 4 or 5 goals. That goal they scored at the end, we had 4 or 5 of those. Yeah. So we got to pick up. Obviously, Josie on the cross. They're going to get crosses in. They didn't get many in on the night, but there's no mystery. He's going to be in the box off the cross, and it was the one moment that he had, and that's why he's one of the top American strikers ever, because he had one moment, and he's going to finish that 9 out of 10 times. And I always say it, this game comes down to the moment in the boxes. What you want is to be in more moments than the opponent, which we were, but it's always going to come down to making those plays.
Teams unbeaten in 6 straight, but still losing ground on the playoff teams. How do you sort of weigh the positives of the streak with the negative of the standings?
Yeah, we're playing so well, we're fighting so hard, we're creating good chances, we're scoring. I think we scored 2 goals in, 5 of the 6? We're doing so much right, and you just leave the game going, how do we not win that? How do we not win it? Would have been unbelievable, just like last week, 2 in a row, and that would have been 4 more points. If we just look at the last 2 games, based on how we played, based on the chances we had, we should have 4 more points. And it's hard to not look back. But as I told the guys, we don't have time to cry. It hurts, but we don't have time to cry. We got to keep going. We got Wednesday and a game at New York. So we got to pick ourselves back up quickly and get ready to go. Obviously, we know where we're at, but nothing's going to change. And how we play and what we do, we're going to control what we can control, and things will shake out how they shake out. But it's just disappointing that we're not higher on the table based on how we've been playing.
All the subs had a good impact in the game. Luis, David, and Romario. How important it is to have this kind of firepower coming off the bench, especially after all the trades and the changes that you had in this transfer window?
Well, let me be clear about one thing. That group of guys in there, I love those guys, and I love these players, and I love this team. And I think we've been unlucky based on dropping some points recently in this 6-game stretch, but I love the way we're playing. I'll go to war with these guys, every day of the week, and it's tough because when you look them in the eyes, you just want them to get that win tonight. You want them to have that feeling. Forget about me. I want them to have that feeling. I want them to be rewarded for how hard they're working and how much they're giving. So there were times I'll admit early in the year I wasn't feeling that way. I was feeling like this group needs to be different, needs to be better. We need some new guys, but this is starting to become the team that I envisioned, and You know, you see how we're playing and the goals that we're scoring and the aggressive nature that we're playing with, and that's a good team. Let's not forget, guys, that's a very, very good team. I know they didn't make the playoffs, but they were the best teams in MLS history a couple years ago. And you know, it was one-way traffic, you know, and so doesn't look like, when you look at the table, like we're very close, but we're a heck of a lot closer to being a very, very good team than it looks on the table. And I know that, and that's the most important thing. And we'll keep getting better too.
I mean, Jossie expects to score those types of goals. I mean, how much in these type of games do you need your best players to shine in moments like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know the answer to that. You know, you need, just like Josie finding the goal. I mean, they pulled a rabbit out of the hat. I mean, he pulled a goal out of nothing. And when you look at the teams in this league that are up the table, they get their strikers doing that, you know, every game. I don't even need to look at the score sheet with most teams. You know who's going to be on it. And Giassi's the guy that needs to be on it for us, and he knows that. And you know, I have confidence in him. I have faith in him. That's why I left him in the game. You know, I thought he'd get the next one, and then I thought he'd get the next one, and you know, it's something he's got to work out, you know, mentally. I mean, every striker goes through rough patches and slumps, and you know, and they have games where, you know, it doesn't come. He's got to have a bad memory because he's missed some, you know, really good chances in the last 2 games, and certainly that's cost us points. But you know, he has proven that he can do it. So he's got to work the kinks out, and he's got to figure it out. It's getting in great spots. I know earlier in the year, guys are, you know, talking about how he's not getting in good spots. You know, we've corrected that. He's getting in good spots. He's just got to finish. He's getting in more good spots than ever, too. So, but I have confidence in him.
Tell us your thoughts on Mokhtar's first start.
Yeah, I thought he had moments where he was dangerous and lively. He should have scored. You know, I thought first half it was what I envisioned. It was going to be a little bit of a chess match. We knew they'd have a lot of the ball with the way that they create overloads and advantages, and obviously they went with a 4-4-2 diamond, and you know, we knew they were going to, you know, have possession, but they didn't create much at all. I mean, that was disappointing. I thought they scored a goal against the run, and I thought we had 3 really clear chances, and 2 of them were Mokhtar's. So that's good. He's getting in spots and in positions, and he'll only get better. You know, it's tough to come in mid-season. He's coming off 3 months not playing, and he's got to now, you know, hit mid-season stride, and you know, we all have 5 months on him, you know, and so it's difficult. But I thought he was lively, he was dangerous, and his work rate was good, and you know, he's clever, he gets out of stuff, but it'll only get better.